Okay, now we're going to continue on. This time, what we're going to do is you got an assignment. You're going to create one of your puzzle cube blocks. Okay. Um, and what I want you to do now is if you've got this loaded up, great. We're just going to go to new and make sure you're under the template English and do standard inch IPT. Go to create. Go to your isometric view over here, your home view, and then expand origin and turn on these planes, just the planes. And again, once you get going on this, you don't really need to do that. Now, you're going to take a look at your puzzle cube block, depending upon what you're doing, and you're going to draw the front view is going to show the basic shape of it. Okay, so I'm going to go to this XY plane and do a new sketch, and I'm going to do the line command. Now, I like to just draw the shape of it. Don't worry about dimensions. You can always dimension it if you want. I just like to make sure things are constrained horizontally, vertically, and I'm going to do like an L shape. Okay, and let's say this is 3 blocks in both directions, up and down and left to right. So I'm just going to draw this, make sure it's constrained horizontally, vertically, perpendicular. Okay, not worrying about dimensions right now. You can if you want. I don't care. I like to do it without. And then I'm going to go back and dimension. Okay, so I know this is 1 square wide. Okay, and each one of these blocks is going to be 0.75. Okay, so I might have to zoom out a little bit. All right, I'm going to do this one here, here to here, put that at 0.75 because every block, and I'm going to say this is 3 blocks. Notice it says 4 dimensions needed. Okay, so remember in this one, since it's the first sketch, it's going to need to say 2. So I need 2 more dimensions. So if you're not sure what you need, take a look at this way. Okay, I'm going to take these lines and try to move them. Okay, well, look, if that from there to there, from here to there is moving, okay, then I probably need to dimension that, right? So I know that this is going to be 3 blocks this way and 3 blocks this way. And 3 blocks is 2.25. So I can dimension that 2.25. Okay. And then this one here, I know I'm going to have that. So notice now it says 3 dimensions needed. And I'm going to just dimension that one in 2.25. Okay. It really doesn't matter if you just type in the dimensions as you draw it. It doesn't matter. I like to draw it first about the right size, because you can kind of follow what dimensions you are. And then I like to put the dimensions in, but it really does not matter. Now, that's where I want it, where it says 2 dimensions needed. And again, when you draw, it doesn't matter what quadrant you're in for what we're doing right now. Okay. And once you got it to where it says 2 dimensions needed, then go to finish sketch and go ahead and zoom out. And then we're going to extrude this. We're going to just do 1 block. Okay. So our distance should be 0.75 because each block is 0.75. And I'm going to go to OK. And it doesn't matter. I could go in that direction. I can do symmetrical. It really does not matter. Okay. And go to OK. Now, let's say I need a block like it comes out in this direction. Okay. I don't have a picture of it, but you kind of get the idea. So what I'll do is I'll do a new sketch on that surface. And I'll rotate it around. And then I want a block right here. Okay. Now you could go to the rectangle command. I haven't really talked about that yet. On a lot of these things, I just like to start out with doing lines. But since what we're doing is rectangles. Now on this one here, I'm just going to start there because I know this, if I did all this right, this is 0.75. This is 0.75. Come down to here and notice the dimensions say 0.75. And I click that. All right. And then press escape and then go to dimension. Oh, hey, I don't need dimension because look down here. It says it's fully constrained. Okay. If I try to dimension it, it's going to tell me it's over constrained. Adding this dimension will over constrain the sketch. Choose accept to create a driven dimension. You just press cancel. So even if I did this one dimension here, it's going to tell me the same thing. It's already fully constrained. So I'm good there to finish sketch. And let's extrude this one. I might have to choose it, the profile. If not, it might pop up. And since I'm going to say this one goes 2, so it'd be 3 that way. So I've already got 1 block, 2 blocks. So I need 2 more blocks. So 1.5. Okay. All right. And then there's that. All right. So that's my 1 block. Okay. Now let's say, for example, this is the green block. Okay. So what I would do when I save this, I save it as the green block. Save the name as green. Okay. Now let's say, for example, I want to change this color so it is green. So what you can do is you can come up here to this, and if you just kind of, there's different ones. Just keep them at whatever colors you want. Doesn't matter. Just try to make it, whatever color that it is. So that way, because we're going to end up assembling this in Inventor, which I'll show you later. So anyway, so once you get one of the blocks, then you get it saved as green or whatever part or whatever color it is. Then you're going to do a new one again, do standard inch IPT. Okay. And then you're going to create another one, and you're going to end up creating all of them. Okay. All right. So that's your assignment. Now is to go ahead and create all of your 5 blocks. Make sure you save them as different colors. And save it as that name, green, red, blue, whatever the colors are, and then kind of color them too, by coming up here and changing the color. Don't use like a stainless steel or anything like that. Just use just the simple colors, if you will. Okay. All right.